Cao Wei, 220 to 265, was one of the three major states that competed for supremacy over China in the Three Kingdoms period, 220 to 280. With its capital at Luoyang, the state was established by Cao Pi in 220, based upon the foundations laid by his father, Cao Cao, towards the end of the Eastern Han dynasty. The name Wei first became associated with Cao Cao when he was named the Duke of Wei by the Eastern Han government in 213, and became the name of the state when Cao Pi proclaimed himself emperor in 220. Historians often add the prefix Cao to distinguish it from other Chinese states known as Wei, such as Wei of the Warring States period and Northern Wei of the Southern and Northern dynasties. The authority of the ruling Cao family gradually weakened after the death of the second Wei emperor, Cao Wei, and eventually fell into the hands of Sima Yi, a Wei regent, and his family, in 249. Cao Wei's successors remained as puppet rulers under the control of the Simas until Sima Yi's grandson, Sima Yan, forced the last Wei ruler, Cao Huan, to abdicate the throne and established the Jin dynasty. Towards the end of the Eastern Han dynasty, northern China came under the control of Cao Cao, the chancellor to the last Han ruler, Emperor Xian. In 213, Emperor Xian granted Cao Cao the title of Duke of Wei and gave him 10 cities as his dukedom. The area was named Wei. At that time, the southern part of China was divided into two areas controlled by two other warlords, Liu and Sun Quan. In 216, Emperor Xian promoted Cao Cao to the status of a vassal king, King of Wei, and granted him more territories. Cao Cao died on 15th of March 220 and his vassal king title was inherited by his son Cao Pi. Later that year, on the 11th of December, Cao Pi forced Emperor Xian to abdicate in his favor and took over the throne, establishing the state of Wei. However, Liu immediately contested Cao Pi's claim to the Han throne and declared himself emperor of Shu Han a year later. Sun Quan was nominally a vassal king under Wei, but he declared independence in 222 and eventually proclaimed himself emperor of Wu in 229. Cao Pi ruled for 6 years until his death in 226 and was succeeded by his son, Cao Wei, who ruled until his death in 239. Throughout the reigns of Cao Pi and Cao Wei had been fighting numerous wars with its two rival states, Shu and Wu. Between 228 and 234, Zhu Zhiliang, the Shu chancellor and regent, led a series of 5 military campaigns to attack Wei's western borders, within present-day Gansu and Shaanxi, with the aim of conquering Cheng'an, a strategic city which lay on the road to the Wei capital, Luoyang. The Shu invasions were repelled by the Wei armies led by the generals Cao Zhen, Sima Yi, Zhang He and others. Shu did not make any significant gains in the expeditions. On its southern and eastern borders, Wei engaged Wu in a series of armed conflicts throughout the 220s and 230s, including the battles of Dongku, 222-223, Jiangling, 223, and Shiting, 228. However, most of the battles resulted in stalemate and neither side managed to significantly expand its territory. In 249, during the reign of Cao Rui's successor, Cao Fang, the regent Sima Yi seized state power from his co-regent, Cao Shuang, in a coup. This event marked the collapse of imperial authority in Wei, as Cao Fang's role had been reduced to a puppet ruler while Sima Yi wielded state power firmly in his hands. Sima Yi died in 251 and passed on his authority to his eldest son, Sima Shi, who continued ruling as regent. Sima Shi deposed Cao Fang in 254 and replaced him with Cao Mao. After Sima Shi died in the following year, his younger brother, Sima Zhao, inherited his power and status as regent. In 260, Cao Mao attempted to seize back state power from Sima Zhao in a coup, but was killed by Sima's subordinate, Cheng Ji. After Cao Mao's death, Cao Huan was enthroned as the fifth ruler of Wei. However, Cao Huan was also a figurehead under Sima Zhao's control, much like his predecessor. In 263, Wei armies led by Zhong Hu and Deng Ai conquered Shu. 2 years later, Sima Zhao's son, Sima Yan, forced Cao Huan to abdicate in his favor, replacing Wei with the Jin dynasty.